Let's talk about Anthem. And this is going to be my review on Anthem. I don't understand why there's so many reviews out there that are talking so much hate about this game. I've played this game a lot, and I want to give my review on it and my opinions, and I want to tell you why I disagree with a lot of the reviews that are out there. Little backstory on me, quickly. My name is Syntech. I run a channel here on YouTube called Syntech Gaming. My primary page is actually on Facebook under Syntech Gaming. That's where I do all my streaming. I would greatly appreciate any subscriptions here on YouTube or follows there on Facebook, likes, shares, all those things greatly appreciated. So I've watched about 5 hours worth of reviews on Anthem, and I've seen a lot of reviews that talk a lot of hate about Anthem, and this is wrong with it, and that's wrong with it, and oh, it doesn't compare to this game, and you won't enjoy it because of XYZ, blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to try to get into any specifics about specific videos as I don't want to seem like I'm trying to call any particular reviewer out. So, the game just now released today on the 22nd. I paid $15 extra to have access to Origin Premiere in order to play the game in its full entirety 7 days early on PC. So I've had access to the game for 7 days up until this point. And I'll show my javelin here. I'll show the progress I made. I had a almost maxed out javelin, I would say. I was farming things on Grandmaster 1 easily. Did some Grandmaster 2 runs, no problem. And I think it's very critical at this point that you understand that the actual game has only been out for 1 day, and all these reviews that have come out before the 22nd are reviews on a game that were in a pre-release state. With the game still being in pre-release, I think every single review that's out there at this point should have a large disclaimer at the beginning of it that says this game is still pre-release. We have not seen the live services or events that are supposed to be in this game. And those are two of the things that this game truly focuses on. I don't feel like you can fairly review or judge this game until you have reached max level, the in-game content, you've started getting masterworks and legendaries, or you've seen the live service / events that are going to be active in this game. Now, the live service and events aren't going to start being active until sometime next week, from my understanding. A lot of the reviews that I've seen have been characters or players that are somewhere between level 9 and about 15 on most of them. Some of them as high as 24. I did see some that are max level, and I'll leave those alone. But the ones that are reviewing the game that are between the levels of 9 and 24, I don't think they can give you a good review of this game. I beat the storyline of this game in 18 hours. This game is not about levels 1 through 30. And while there is a storyline and it is good and it is captivating, you're not paying $60 for 18 hours of gameplay for most AAA titles. You're paying for that in-game content. You're paying for that grinding. You're paying for those masterworks. You're paying for those legendaries. You're paying for the unique builds that you can make once you are level 30 and you're getting these things. You'll see that I have a masterwork weapon that catches enemies on fire, which starts the combo, and then my grenade and assault launcher that sets the combo off and detonates it. That's some of the most fun and captivating things you can do in this game, and I've seen a lot of reviewers that are even failing to even set up and do combos, and then they're telling you that the battle and engagement is trash. Well, you're not experiencing what the game has to offer, and then you're telling people that it's trash. I think content creators, which is who you're relying on for your reviews, should be experiencing the full game to give you a full review of the game, or telling you very specifically, I haven't reached that far, so I don't know. And I didn't hear that a lot in some of the reviews, so I wanted to make sure that that was very clear. Now, I don't want you guys to think I'm a total fanboy. I don't want you to think that I'm going to tell you 100% yes, you have to go buy this game immediately. This is not a full review of this game, and if this video gets traction, if there's a lot of comments and views on this video and there's a demand, I'll make another video in a week. And if that video does really well, I'll make another one in 2 weeks that goes over reviews of what that in-game content and those live events or live service and events are that are going to be added into the game. Because I promise you, I'm already there on PC, and I've already got my PS4 character, which I created today, to level 19, and he already has his first masterwork weapon. You can't have a full review of this game yet, because you don't have those live events, live service and events active. So yes, if you buy it right now and you're unsure about buying it, or you're not sure that you have that $60 to throw down on this game, you're taking a risk. Because we don't have not seen what that in-game content is going to be. There have been bugs in this game. I have lost audio twice during the pre-release. I've heard of people getting disconnected from free roam and losing the loot that they collected on those missions or open area runs. There are other bugs. I've heard of people missing out on storyline and whatnot. But this was all during the pre-release version of the game. I've made it 3/4 of the way through the story today on PS4 on the release date. The only bug I encountered once was on the XP end mission screen. I couldn't exit it to go back to the fort, and I had to close the application and start over. That's the only bug I had the entire time. So, let me go over the game and what the game is like and provide my review on it now that I got that kind of out of the way. So I've seen this game compared to a lot of other games in the reviews. And Anthem, the closest game to Anthem, obviously, is Destiny 1 and Destiny 2. The next closest game I would say is probably Division 1 and Division 2. The next ones out from that are probably Diablo and Warframe. Other than that, I don't think you can fairly compare this game to any other game. I've seen this game compared to Mass Effect on a lot of reviewers' videos. This game is not Mass Effect. This game is not in the same category as Mass Effect. The story is not ever going to be like Mass Effect. I'm sorry that BioWare is not making another Mass Effect that we know of, that shut down, however, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that Mass Effect ended up the way that it did. You cannot compare this game to Mass Effect. It's not Mass Effect. You can compare it to Destiny, you can compare it to these other looter shooters, but it is not a single player story RPG. It's just not. The issues that people have seen or complained about on this game, there were issues in the VIP demo that I played in. There were issues in the open demo that I played in. There were issues in the pre-release. Every single time BioWare Anthem has communicated with us, told us about the issues, told us planned resolutions to those issues and what they were doing to fix them, which is a lot more than what we can say about other companies and their AAA title releases, especially here recently, which is why I think there is so much hate for Anthem, is because we as gamers have been burned by AAA title releases recently and the flawed servers and bugs and everything else that's in the game. A lot of the issues that were found in the demo, in the VIP weekend, in the pre-release on PC, have already been corrected. They have. We already have full day one patch notes. We already have a roadmap for new content, and the game just released today, and we've seen consistent great communication and omittance of bug issues and solutions to them. This game has been a ton of fun for me. And while there have been the few small bugs here and there, or even the game-breaking bugs, and the infinite loading screens, they've been resolved. Okay, so let me talk some real quick about my Javelin. I've put about somewhere between about 35-40 hours into the game during the 7-day pre-release that was available on PC. So this is my Javelin. Epic Ranger, almost to Masterwork level. I didn't farm a lot of Masterwork stuff because I knew I was going to be restarting on PS4 on the 22nd, which I did. You can see the Masterwork items are orange, the legendary items are green. I've got some of each. Those are the items that actually do unique effects depending on what the item is, and can literally change the way the game plays and alters your build entirely. People that are doing reviews on this game that have not hit that in-game content, which is what this game is designed for, is not designed for the 18-hour storyline. While that is cool and it's fun and it's good, what you're truly paying for and where you're going to get the enjoyment is these builds at the in-game content revolving around these masterwork and legendary items. Anybody that plays a looter game like Diablo, Division, Destiny, understands that it's about the end game content, which is why you can't have a true good review on this game until we actually see what BioWare is giving us for the live service and events that have not even released yet for this game, and why anyone that is giving you a review telling you whether or not to buy this game or not that is not in the in-game content is not giving you good information. Also, if they're giving you that review and they're playing the pre-release version and they're not disclosing that to you and telling you that it is pre-release and it is not the release version of the game, I feel like they're misleading you. And that's why I feel like this video is important. So let's get into what Anthem looks like in a mission. I'm going to launch on a mission, private mode, on my PC right now so that you can see the load times that my PC has. Now this does have the day one patch applied. My PC is operating off of a M.2 solid state hard drive, which is one of the fastest hard drive out there. I do understand there have been a lot of complaints about loading times. I will say that if you don't have an SSD, I would expect your load times to be long. Now, I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying that it can't be fixed or optimized better for older hard drives, but if you're operating your game off of an old 7200 RPM or 5400 RPM platter drive, I think you should be more willing to accept that your load times are going to be longer. Now, yes, 4 minutes is too long for a video game. I agree with that. But it's the same way. I have a 1070 graphics card. I'm streaming the game on the same PC that I'm playing it on, and I stream in 1080p. So I run the game at 1080p because my video card is not going to run 4K and support streaming. I understand that. There's limits to what your PC can do depending on what it's capable of. So yeah, here's us flying around. We were flying around. Who doesn't want to be Iron Man? Who doesn't want to be a mech suit loaded out with weapons on every freaking appendage that you have? It's fantastic. So we're gonna go out here and we're gonna go into one of these missions. And I will admit, the missions in this game are similar to other missions from games in this same category. Go here, do this, save those people, kill that guy. Great, you did it. Wash, rinse, repeat. Cool, good job. But what makes this game stand apart is this combat. So right now I'm shooting with my LMG and you're seeing nothing really cool happening. It looks like just every other looter shooter. Here you go. I'm going to pull out my masterwork that does fire. It causes fire infliction for when I hit 5 shots in a row. So I've got to take this guy's shield off first. He froze me. Oh crap. Take this guy's shield off. Reload so I have enough bullets. 5 shots, and you see the status effect above him where he got caught on fire, and you see him on fire, and he actually died from the fire damage over time. So what I'm going to try to show you on this next guy is how he's on fire now. That's my primer. I throw my grenade on him. That's my detonator for my combo. I detonated that combo. You saw it pop up combo. There's this nice, wonderful sound ding that you hit the combo, and he dies. That's one of the things that keeps these fights super engaging, is you are constantly trying to set up and detonate these combos, and you make these amazing builds that revolve around damage and combos that make all of this so much more engaging than other fights in these looter shooter RPG type of games. So I'm going to show you a little bit more gameplay here. Same thing here. We caught the guy on fire. We flipped around to the back, hit him with a grenade. Boom, combo. It took away almost half of his health with that combo. The Ranger specializes in single target high damage, which is what makes him cool and unique. The Colossus, when he combos, it does an explosion and hits the enemies around him. The Storm causes the status effect to go to the other enemies. I don't remember the Interceptor off the top of my head. But these fights are constant. You're using your dodge, you're going around the enemies, you're trying to get to those weak points, you're trying to set up these combos. It's not those boring fights over and over and over again like so many of these other titles that are in the same genre. And I don't feel like you can truly express that or have a grasp of it unless you understand the combo system, how it works, how to set up primers, how to detonate them, and then until you really start to see the end game weapons that you're going to be using that are going to cause huge changes in your style of gameplay for causing these things to happen. So let me show you real quick here how far you can kind of go. This isn't even a great example here, but you saw me fly all the way up to the very top, flying all the way down, going into water, no loading scene, chest, items, cool stuff, broken strider underneath the water, fish. The environment in this game is absolutely beautiful. And I love the environments in this game. Very few places have I gone that I was like, oh, I feel like I've been here before, which is freaking fantastic with this game. So, to recap really quickly, if you're out there watching reviews, please understand at this point, the game was pre release until today. And this game is truly built for end game content. The live services and events that are going to be in the game that are not even in the game yet. So if you truly want to see a full review for Anthem to know whether or not you should buy the game, my recommendation is to wait another week or two until we are able to provide you more details of what that in-game content and those events are going to be. I think it is too early in this game's release for us to be able to provide you as content creators solid information because this game is based off of the end game content. And it's not there in the game yet. The storyline is short. It took me 18 hours on PC to beat, and I bet it's going to take me less time on PS4 to beat because I know what I'm doing already and I know what missions I have to do in order to get it done. But that's not the point of this game. That's not where you're going to be spending your hours. Yes, it has bugs at this point, but we've seen better communication and better resolution to those bugs than I've seen in almost any other AAA title that has been released recently at all. We have a roadmap. We already have day one patch notes. We have content that's going to start hitting coming this coming week. So hold on tight. If you're unsure about buying this game and you want information right now on whether or not you should buy it, I think this game is headed to great places. I think this game has the potential, as long as they provide to us what they have said they're going to with the events and with the in-game content. I think it is a good purchase. This is likely going to be one of the games that I primarily stream for 2019. So if you want to check out that content, follow me on Facebook at Syntech Gaming. Subscribe here on YouTube. All my edited videos that I make also come here on YouTube. And please leave comments below. I want to discuss this with you. If you'd like to see me do a review video of this game in 1 week's time, 2 weeks' time, let me know in the comments. If there is a demand for it, I will do it. And I want to say thank you to each and every one of you for watching this video. My intention is to bring you good, honest review of a game that I think hasn't been nothing but hated on. And I feel like the content creators that have been bringing you reviews have not been disclosing that this is pre-release or telling you that they're not in that in-game content, which is where this game is really going to shine. Once again, Syntech Gaming, y'all have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe and follow me over at Facebook.